guys! Hello, everybody. Sorry for there's too much exposure, and I can't figure out why. Life. Today is a busy day. I almost forgot to, not, I didn't forget to come here, but I was like, oh my god, it's already 8 p.m. So, hi, Sandra. Thank you so much for coming. I'm using, let's talk. I'm using the Gateway to Light activation. See, I learned the name deck as a daily reading, and it's quite interesting. And I kind of like it. And today's card, that's my lamp, is, it should be focusing, House of Amenti Initiation. And I kind of really like this part of the card. And I like this, initiation part because it's a portal day. It's 2022 and the second month, and 22, and because we're using the 24 hours clock thing and everything, we will have a 22. Hopefully I will be sleeping. But hi Donna, how are you guys, how are you doing? I'm kind of tired, to be honest, and I for some reason I felt like I need to have my, it's a witchy stone, right? Oh my god, I'm blanking on so many things. It's gonna be a fun stream. But yeah, I know, right? These cards are very cool. Oh, I hope you guys are doing good. Sandra is doing well. Awesome. So yeah, I was just thinking that I went. Oh my god, I can hear echo. This is a very weird. I don't know. Something is weird. I mean, if I disappear, it was nice meeting you guys. So I was thinking about mostly playing with the Harry Potter Oracle with that we're creating. I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel like we should do something light because uh, there's such heaviness, obviously, with everything that's happening in Ukraine. We have a border on the north. We share a border with the Ukraine, and it's just, I don't know. I can't believe that we're living in such times. And I know there's other horrible things all the time going on in the world, but I don't know why we can't freaking as human beings get over all these things. So yeah, I'm hoping that a lot of spiritual people will get a lot of information that we can use today, because I'm kind of exactly is, yeah. So I was thinking about let's just use something light. So what I did was, because I went backwards previously. uh oh, I mean, if these are fun, interesting things, we do share. But yeah, uh so I went backwards with it because I was like, I'm going to show you guys the cards that I didn't want in the deck, and then you can help me pick out those and maybe decide for something that I can still use for the oracle. But now I was like, if you don't know what I picked, you don't know why I'm rejecting some of the cards. So I went through the whole thing that I have. I mean, this is I can't remember exactly, but between 250 cards and 300 something, and I have, like, I think about 100. It's a collectible deck, and it's just something that you're supposed to be like, "Ooh, I have it," and nice. But I kind of just wanted the, oh, I'm gonna show you guys, because I last time I wanted to show you but forgot. And yes, I'm still sitting in a blanket because it's still cold. So I kind of wanted these, to be honest, because these are bigger ones, like postcard size. And there's a lot of glare because maybe you can see it this way. It's foiled or whatever, and this says like Hogwarts Express all aboard. And this is, just the tiny ones. And this is Harry's face made up from symbols. And I don't think it's gonna really focus because of all the glare, but we have um, the glasses and all the Deathly Hollow symbols and everything connected to Harry Potter. Or maybe this way you can see it more better. So I think that's really cool, like Expecto Patronum. And I have flu powder. There's, these are the limited edition big ones. I only have four. But I kind of wanted them to be able to use in pick a card readings, but I have four now, and I have hacked Hedwig. So these are, like special things with Hedwig with I think it's a firebolt. It doesn't say. And it doesn't, it's not necessarily, like Hedwig, but I decided. So I wanted these, but then I got the small ones. So I was thinking about going through, and I made a list, on a Hogwarts alumni, because why not? I got this as a birthday present from my friend who lives in Manchester and, goes to Primark and gets a lot of Harry Potter stuff for me. So I saw someone coming in. Hi, John. How are you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. I love your avatar with the birds. That looks really beauty. Pretty and beautiful became beauty. So yeah. Yes, last week my husband passed. Oh, awesome! Congratulations. That's must. I mean, I think it's hard. I mean, you have to learn all the presidents and whatnot. And I was thinking about it, like I don't know, at some point, and I was like, I'm really bad with numbers and like historical like dates and stuff like that. I don't know how people do that. So cool. Last week. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know. Oh, I hope you can enjoy retirement. I mean, I hope it's gonna only mean more time for doing things you like. I know, right? Yes, they are Christmassy, and I kind of got them around Christmas. So yeah, I mean they collect the fingerprints and everything, as you can imagine. But it's fun. Oh, hi, Milan! It's been a long while to see you in here. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Yes, I know I love Primark, and I'm so okay. Part of me is like, oh, we don't have Walmart and Primark here, and blah, but then I was like, but I would spend all my money there, so maybe it's a good thing. This way, I'm like, when my friends comes, everyone is like, what do I get you? If I want to give you something, I'm like, just anything Harry Potter, and I'm good. And I got a backpack as well, and I'm not really a backpacky person, but it's kind of cool. Oh, and I have a pen as well. If I can reach for it. It's just beyond my reach. We're doing sound healing. So I got this pen as well, and we have the golden snitch on top of it. It's gonna focus on my face. Oh, look, I'm being makeupy. It's not gonna. Oh, come on, focus. Oh, look at that. It's quite simple, and it's not a fountain pen, but it's, I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm easy like that, or simple, not easy, simple. Hi, Mel, how are you doing? I went and checked Mel's live stream last night when I wasn't able to sleep. And she did oracle readings and she pulled a card for me, and that was so nice. I mean, that's good. I mean, if you don't want Harry Potter, I would be buying all the wands and everything. And I think, these cards should be sold there because that's the usual uh, packaging, I think, for those things. At least this is what it reminds me of. And I don't know why I have echo here. It's annoying me. Hi, Beth. How are you doing? They gave you a list of 100 possible questions. They only ask 10 a year. Ah, I like that. When they give me all the things that I need to learn. Yeah, my background. Do you want to hear about my tarot decks? I don't know if you know if that would be something like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Like I do tarot readings. And they will be like, get away. We have enough of those hippies. I know. I mean, I haven't been in London yet. I've only because let's not pretend that everybody can travel. Yes, I'm trying to practice gratitude as well. So I'm grateful for anyone showing up here because you guys are always so nice and we have nice conversations. So I was only in Manchester, which was kind of funny because I went there, I think 3 years ago. I mean, after Scotland, Manchester had no chance winning me because I was like, Scotland was like, ah, Manchester was like, because it's an industrial city, uh, and a lot of people who live there, at least that was my impression, are there to work, and they want to be there to earn money, and it's not about living your fullest, it's more about that. But when we went and visited the countryside, I was like, this is what I'm looking for, because I really like, I don't know, the English countryside, not just in my head, but in reality was just lovely, so much nicer than the city. I'm really not a city person. But yeah, I was only there, and I haven't managed to go to London yet. Me and one of my sisters were planning on taking a trip finally, because she's an English major. She teaches English to kids in Kuwait, and she only been yeah, she's been in London once, but that was just for staying there for, I think, for 2 days when she was visiting my sister who was working in Scotland that time. And so so we were like, we need to go to, I mean, she went to the Globe, and I'm like, I want to go to the Globe too. So there's not a lot of things that I really want to do in London, but the Globe is something like, I want to go there. I want to be like Shakespeare or standing here, like that feeling. But what I started to say about Manchester was, oh yeah, that it was funny that by the time that I went there, I wasn't interested in football anymore. And it's so funny because I was a big Manchester United fan back in the day, and I just think that how funny is that. I would have killed to be there, not in the stadium because we were just there walking around, and but just to be there back then. And now I was like, okay, I see this now too. I saw that now too, but so yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, lawfully. So yeah, it's funny how you have to say that. But yeah, you never know if they, just decide to f with people. Yeah, I know. It's been a while I've seen you here, but I understand. Life is busy. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, that would be really cool, just because it would be coming from you. Awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, I saw you're paralegal in immigration for 9 years. I can't read. I reversed the the words for some reason, but paralegal sounds interesting. I mean, I don't know if you guys are following Emily D. Baker. She's a U.S. She was a prosecutor for LA County for, I think, 15 years or something. And she does a lot of lawsuits and just explains the legality. And I know that, I have nothing to do with the US legal system, but she explains things so interestingly. And I just find it fascinating. And I often think that it would have been cool to be a lawyer, just not here. But yeah. Oh, hi, Jamie. How are you doing? Hope all is well. So I always, I just kind of think that it's a very noble, um, can be. There are a lot of lawyers, and there are always bad people, but those who do that because they believe in the thing they do, I think it's a very noble thing. Oh, what was it? The Harry Potter theme bag. Ah, yeah. There's the one in London, the big one, and the Warner Bros. Studio. I'm gonna call them bro. And at first, I was like, I don't want to go because I was told that if you go, it's going to ruin the magic in a way for you because you're gonna see behind the scenes more than you want. And I was like, ah. But then now I'm like, I kind of want to go. I want to see the Hogwarts Express. That's something that I was like, it would be so cool to see that. Hi, Crystal Louise. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. So yeah, I'm gonna keep being a child. Whenever I handed anyone their green card, I would suggest they go to New Orleans or Oh, New Orleans. Oh, yes, that's so awesome. My sister, one of the other sister who worked on a cruise ship, she had I think it was an afternoon or a day when the ships stopped there. She was able to go there, and I have a postcard from New Orleans, which is really cool. But I watched the originals, which was a TV show about vampires, and ever since that, I just kind of go. I want to go in this life. Going to New Orleans is on my freaking bucket list. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go, but that would be so wonderful. So, hi, Emma. How am I? I said it when we started streaming that I probably won't be able to, really form sentences because I don't know. I met with a friend actually before. I the my colored version of the Abyss Tarot of the Abyss Sea went up today, and I haven't had a chance to reply to comments from the previous two videos either. Which I hate because I really appreciate people leaving those comments. But I managed to meet with a friend finally, and we were walking around, and it was just so freezing cold. And I think my part of my brain is still just frozen. El Paso. Yeah, years ago we lived in El Paso, or is with a Z, Paso. I El Paso. I think it's with an S sound. 6 months, and at the end, I told him we need to drive back to you so he could see. Oh, that's so cool. He's from the Netherlands, right? I think. Hi, Kala. Yeah, I think it's Lily, but I'm sorry if it's Kala. I need to, start with the names list again because I managed to lose it. USCIS with US custom. No, immigration. Well, something is immigration, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know why these um what is it called in English? The places, these things always fuck with just regular people. Oh, look, you're a journalist. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. Enjoy the lunch. Hope you're eating something fun. I'm taking antibiotics because my nose, which is, probably in inflammation for 5 months now. I went to the specialist, and the specialist was like, hey, it's probably something, a virus. It's probably COVID. And I was like, it's not going to be COVID. I was tested. It's not. But she was like, and she was like, do all the things that you already tried for 5 months. And if it's not working, within 2 or 3 weeks, come back. And I was like, thanks. So I wrote to my GP, and I was like, I went to the specialist and they were not helpful. So can you suggest me something? And he prescribed me antibiotics. So I'm hoping that it's gonna finally clear up this thing because I don't know what's wrong, but I know that it's sensitive at the place where the bone ends, so it's not good. But it's not the bone that is inflammation. It's in inflammation, I don't think, because I think that would be much more painful. But I mean, it's been months now, so I'm like, huh? But they were like, it's probably COVID. But even if it's not, it's something like it's a virus. And I was like, if you think it's COVID, maybe you should prescribe me or order me the test because we have to pay a lot of money for the test here for the PCR. Nope, no, no. She was like, do a test to be sure. I was like, thanks. Very, very helpful. I love doctors. I'm sorry if anyone is a doctor around here. I'm sure you're, an exception, but I can't hate them all. Not all. That's a lie. Just, most of them. I've been to the Harry Potter park 4 times. There's the Harry Potter collector. It's a YouTube channel. Have you guys? I mean, if you like Harry Potter, you should check him out. And he usually goes there and posts videos, and I'm just living through his, experiences. Hogwarts Express. That looks so cool. Star Wars. I love the original three. I'm okay with the next three, and I'm really don't. I'm not liking the new ones. When Star Wars came to Disney World, I thought the same thing that the magic would go. It actually, oh, cool, awesome. I mean, anybody just enjoys Star Wars. It's just not for me. 2000. Wow, isn't it ridiculous to think that 2000 was 22 years ago? And I still remember thinking that at some point, 2018, that everybody who was born in 2000 is now legal. I mean, here in Hungary. And we were like, people were born in 2000? I don't know. As we get older, we get ridiculous about these things. I want the horse to be, I want the, yes, same. I'm so devastated that when I was reading the first book, I was already 15 because there was no chance that I could lie to myself that I can get a letter. uh, Honestly, I don't know what I would sacrifice for being able to live in that world as well. Don't ask me. Okay, obviously not any of my, relatives, but one time when we took our kids to England, we visited Alnwick Castle. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I saw pictures of it, obviously, and it was kind of ridiculous because when I was visiting my sister in Scotland, we were in Edinburgh because of uh, planes and everything stuff there, and I was really trying to be like. This is Harry Potter land, but just after, because when I was there, it was just like, oh, I feel so at home. I love this. And I wasn't thinking that, oh, but wait, there's a lot of things that come from here. So, when we come home and I realized, I was like, I should have paid attention. But yeah. And we went to Primark in Edinburgh, and I think I only bought a pair of socks because there was nothing cool relating to Harry Potter that day, which was kind of sad. Hi, Robin. How are you doing? Robin has a new video, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw it. He posted a video about a tarot checklist. So if you, want to be more mindful about your tarot collecting, go ahead and watch that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I have some sort of an issue, which, it's not a surprise, but I kind of always wanted to be I always wanted, I was always an escapist, and I wanted to live in, I mean, always, I wanted to live in everywhere except here, I guess. Funny. I mean, not. The job is to question legality or legitimacy of the immigrant petition. Oh, okay. Didn't know. Thanks. Really? I mean, we were born on the freaking same day, so I'm gonna be like, is there something going on with the 1st of February and people who were born on that day? Luckily, we had a law from getting his green card. Ah, cool, cool. I mean, I think that's always helpful, and I think for obvious reasons they treat people differently if they're coming from Europe. That's just how it is. And if it's coming from something like that, which is okay, it's just it's kind of fucked up how they treat just normal people who are not from places like that. Juarez, okay, I used to go to Juarez every day just to eat. And I went to the disco there. Oh, I used to go to the disco as well, even though when I was born in '82, and I can't remember when was the first time when I went. I think it must have been when I was like 12, which is ridiculous. But my dad drove us there because it was in the capital. There was nothing locally, and he was waiting for us because it was a teeny disco. I don't know if you guys had that, which was going on until I think only 9 p.m. or something like that. Oh, Paris. I don't want. Okay. I'm gonna continue with that, but it's kind of ridiculous to think how different everything was back then. And I really wanted to go, and I don't know why, because I hate going to places like that. But yeah, yeah, Beth led a really interesting life. I think it would be cool to have, an international romance at some point, just to be like able to see that, oh, I had that. If I could pick, I would want a Spanish guy or girl. I'm not picky. Uh, yeah, I know. I feel old. Dutch. Okay, okay. Dutch. I remember. Yes. I mean, no reason. I mean, I'm slow with chat anyway. So by the time you answer, I'm like, that's gonna be like. And right now, I'm 3 minutes behind, so I'm trying to be, quicker. Uh, nice. I mean, hope you can do that. And it's funny because I didn't really wanted to live at other places when I was younger, but it comes now. I kind of want. I mean, I always wanted to see places, and I find it very unfair that travel is so costly. I think it should be free because it should be a general human right to be able to go and experience things, and it would be so beneficial for everyone. So yeah, 70s. I mean, I remember the 90s like it was yesterday because that was my, teenage years. And Edinburgh was so pretty. I love Scotland, honestly. And Scotland loves me too, I know. So yeah, I need to go back to Scotland. That's just something that I just need to do. Fashion is always god awful if you think about it. If you look back, I'm getting suspicious about this. Maybe I should pull a card. And I don't think, maybe we're not gonna even do anything about the deck. Maybe I'm gonna post the list on Facebook. I don't know, or I don't know where to. Maybe on my website. That's more easier. Facebook is not for everyone, and I hate Facebook. So I didn't think about that. Think what I'm gonna do is just post this on my website, and then guys can check it out. But what I want to do, because I have the list and I have a few cards that I couldn't manage to find a word, that I'm gonna ask you guys to help me with those, and then the end of the stream I'm gonna pull a card, just to see. Why not? Bell bottoms. Ooh. uh, yes, I agree. I mean, fashion is so not my thing. I never understood it. Yeah. Uh, I just bleh. International. Isn't it like just like cool? Like you read a lot of like Harlequin novels, or I don't know if you guys did that, but I read a lot when I was a teenager and when I was in hospital, because when I was in hospital, all I was able to do, because there was no internet, there was no smartphones back then. I mean, there was internet, just not on phones and stuff like that. and I didn't have a laptop. We only had like one computer or two, maybe. So what we did with my mom, because she was there almost all day, which was so lucky. We read every magazine that we could buy, and I've read Playboy. I read all the articles in Playboy for months because I had nothing else to do, and those articles were quite good, by the way, which is something that I would never expected. I wouldn't have expected it because it's like, ooh, Playboy, but I was like, I need everything. And I read all the Harlequin things, and I just kind of love those. So, oh, hi, Marvin, how are you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're all good. I haven't caught up with your channel either. I'm so sorry. January and February mostly. I mean, February was much better than January, but it prevented me from watching a lot of, you know, just general YouTube because I'm kind of binge watching a lot of inspirational and spiritual talk to get in a better mood. So yeah. I mean, we don't all need to go to clubs. I think club going people are, a separate thing from not club going people. And sometimes I'm like, I really want to go out and have fun and, like have music and go and have that experience. But that pretty much happens like everyone, I don't know, maybe once a year or every second 2 years. So I'm like, not really. Sometimes I crave the crowd, but that's very, very rare. Today I got to live on the road for a while. Oh, I was lucky to have it. That's really cool. Yes, this is the old people's club tonight, and I don't mean you, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just we're it's a nostalgic club. I had my entrance done and found out I'm a lot. Oh, that's so cool. You know what I am? 100% European. I don't have any. I mean, I was hoping for something Scottish to because that would have explained the strong connection that I felt when I was there. But the only thing that I have is like 1.1% Italian, which was kind of cool. But everything else was like I'm less Hungarian than I am Polish. I think Polish was more or Slovakian. I can't even remember something Eastern European. But I find it interesting that I'm less Hungarian than the other thing. I mean, it's not surprising because the 19th century in Hungary was a time when there was a lot of people who died previously. So, there was new blood needed, so to speak. So, a lot of people were invited in, to live here. So, there's a lot of mixture from neighboring countries. But I was really hoping for a cool, fun, ancestry. And I was like, but I have a lot of third cousins in the US, which is also not surprising, but kind of cool. Because I did which one did I? Forgot the name. Which, one of these 20, so there's something with the number like 21 or something like that. And, I was hoping I would find some long lost relative somewhere, but not yet. Pull the card, yes, I will. I mean, okay, we need to investigate. Okay, if you pull the card, do let me know. Do let me know. My sister is the resident advice reader in our family. I've read the Interview with the Vampire and maybe a few books after it, but for some reason, because she was a big fan, I kind of didn't read it. I don't know why. I'm weird like that. It was, it was her thing. Yeah, for a lesbian play were good articles. Yeah. It's the same, and there was quite a few Hungarian writers in the Hungarian edition as well. But it's kind of funny when you're sitting on the ER and you're reading Playboy and you're like 18 years old and girl. Yeah, I mean, I hate the exploitative part, but the writings are really good. Yeah. Yes, everything happens for a reason, when it's supposed to. I mean, I think when I'm gonna be, if I live that far, like 80 years old, I'm gonna do stuff like that. Go to the club and be like, "Oh, what up, young people?" And they will be like, "What is this ancient thing doing here?" Oh, oh. But at least you have something else. English, Scot, Irish, Sanskrit people. Yes, absolutely. I used to be like that, by the way. I went to the sun and I was ready within seconds, but over the years it got better. So I still get red, but now I tan, which is, quite interesting that, your skin can be like, okay, she's doing this something again, let's get used to it. Like, no, I don't want to think about that. Fully functioning adults running around who were born in the 90s. No. Oof. That makes me, oh no, you know what made me feel old once? Because I just don't feel old, I don't care. Is, sorry, uh, someone asked me in a chat, in a live chat about, I don't know, a few months ago, what does XD mean? And I was like, that's the smiley face. And, before all the emojis, that's how we wrote the smileys. And I still use XD because, I use it in writing a paper as well. But I was like, someone doesn't know what XD is. I was like, I feel good. And we have Sabo Magda. Yes, of course. Sabo Magda is interesting because I mean, Magda Sabo, if you want to be foreign about it, but we use the surname, yes, surname first, and then the first name. The first name is the second name in Hungarian and in Korean. Just a fun fact. Sabo Magda is has a story. Oh, I'm gonna check you. What is it in English? Lala, because it's a fairy story. I'll check. It must have been published in English. Eh, nem. Come on. Gift of the Wondrous Fig Tree? That can be. That's a very weird uh, translation. Is this? Where's the original one? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna link you guys to the Goodreads site. This is my all-time favorite the story, and it's quite sad. It broke my heart when I read it. So don't read it if you're not ready to experience sadness. But it's that kind of sadness that you feel at the end of Lord of the Rings. But I was very young when I read it, and it's about a fairy boy who wants to be human. And I'm not spoiling all the things, but I think it's a wonderfully written story, and I hope that the translation is good, because Hungarian is a very poetic language. I feel very, very lucky, actually, despite all the fuckery that's going on, that I was born here because of the language. It's beautiful. For literature, it's just genius. So I'm not sure how the translation goes, but I think it's a wonderful story, and I wholeheartedly recommend it to everyone who wants to read a beautiful story, because it's beautiful. It's bittersweet, but it's beautiful. Son. Francis Drake. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Drake. We had to read something from them, in school, but to be honest, I was always weird about that too. If it was, like mandatory that you had to read it, I couldn't. I was physically resisting doing that. I don't know why. But there are things that I've read after, and I was like, this is brilliant. But I think most of the things, especially because we have a lot of Russian things that we had to read, uh, that's just too, that happens too early. Because why would kids at the age of 13 read about War and Peace? That's not a novel that you can understand when you are that young. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think so. I think it's cool. I mean, Crystal Lewis has, connection to Pamela Cole Smith, which I think it's just brilliant. Not just because how cool is that, but we have someone in our tarot community who's actually related to someone who's so important to tarot and for tarot. I think it's really cool. It just shows that connection. I find that really, really cool. Yes. I mean, if you think about it, humans usually are fucked up. Like, oh, okay, bye, Pamela. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. I mean, I think, Hungary is an interesting one as well, because back then, in the ninth, I think it was, yeah, the ninth century, there were people living here, but the Hungarian, tribes came in and they were like, what up, bitches? This is our place now. So, unfortunately, it's always there. I bet. Oh, the door. I don't think I read that because I found the other story, The Gift of the Wondrous Fig Tree. Okay, I understand why. That's how. Okay, I understand why that's the title. Even though the Hungarian one is just the name of the boy, the fairy boy. Maybe that's why I love fairies. I don't know. When I was really young, I just found it. I had. I mean, I still have that edition. Where did I put it? Maybe it's there. There's three novels in that book, but I only read that one, and I never read anything else. I don't know why. Okay, I know why, because I read everything that fantasy, and it's a fantasy story. So awesome, awesome. Do share. What is it? The Smoke and Embers? Because I know that deck is being sent out. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. What did you get exactly? Do tell. Do tell. We love to know. I know. Exactly that. Like, I'm supposed to understand something when I haven't had anything, like any life experience. Obviously, made sense after reading it. I'm gonna check the title because I never know. Oh, I forgot it in Hungarian as well. Oh, no. Oh, it's not that one. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to tell you guys because I'm drawing the blank on the story. Oh, I had such a, like a romanticized idea about pirates, and then we learned about them in school, and I was like, pirates are not cool. They are horrible. Ooh, the William Blake Tarot. It's kind of, in sync with the literature topic. Lovely how I saw that on Ben's channel, and oh, that was the Ben made me do it, right? That looks like a, but at first I was like, oh, it looks really pretty and I really like the art style, but then, you know, it has a different system or something like that. And I was like, I don't need that. So because it's already like 54, I'm gonna look for those cards that I have. Not necessarily trouble. I was like, I'm not gonna overthink the meaning that I want for them. I'm just gonna ask for your help. Okay, so I have, where is it? This one, which is not sure if you guys can see it, but the shadowy figure is Dumbledore. And this is the big snake that Voldemort turns into, and I mean, at least I'm assuming it's that, when they are in the Ministry of Magic, and he's possessing Harry. And I kind of want this because it looks really powerful, because it's a very fiery, big, negative energy coming, towards you, and you're reflecting it. So if anybody has a keyword suggestion for something like this, please do let me know. Oh, by the way, I made myself blingy nails, and I really like them. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, hi, Shauna. Thank you so much for being here. It was so nice to see you. And I saw you commenting on the hidden realms, and I'm gonna go back. I was so busy I couldn't check my comments, but yeah. So that's card number one that I need some help with coming up for a keyword. And then I have the fat lady. I think that's the name. The portrait that guards the Gryffindor house. I don't know these things in English. I only know them in Hungarian. Come on, let's focus on the lady. Why is it not focusing? Oh, look, it's focusing. Because I already have protection and ooh, you can see protection and boundaries. So it could be something, but I don't know, because it's not something that stops you. It's just making sure that there's a protection. That I don't want protection because I already have that. But if there's nothing else, we can be that. I haven't checked that blade deck. I'm gonna check. But there's not a lot of work left, so we're happy for you. And then I have two Nagini cards. Where are they? I have Aragog, yeah. I don't know if that's the English name. The big giant spider who lives in the forest, and the forbidden forest, and it's Hagrid's friend, and it's shiny, so it's not focusing. That's something that I'm like, I want the keyword with that, because it's a very interesting idea to be. It's kind of, I was thinking about like going with something like nature, as in it's in its nature to attack the trio when they are there, because being friendly with Hagrid was an exception. So it's kind of like, I was thinking about something like the scorpion and the frog. Like the scorpion can't help itself, but okay, thank you, Mel, for coming and being here. And like I said, I think I'm going to post these on my website, and then we can brainstorm. Oh, smokers and embers, yay! I mean, I can't wait to have mine. I said Aragorn is from Lord of the Rings. It's Aragog, I think. I mean, I don't think it's the same name. Is it? It's not the same name, is it? Right? But so yeah, my copy should be in Manchester by now. I think. I hope. I know it's been sent out, because I was like, I'm not risking it. I'm not ordering it, or I'm not getting it here to Hungary, because customs is like bleh. So no. I rather wait, because I'm in a privileged position, because I have the the prototype, so I have the deck. So that's something. And then I have, okay, because they are numbered in the back, so I can. At first, I was like, how to identify them? And then yeah, oh yeah, I have something else. I have two naginis, and they different, but I kind of like this one better. But I don't know if I, want to go with. Oh, shut up. I don't know names in. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you're right. There's a spider over there as well. Ha! I wasn't even thinking about that. So yeah, we can have that ancient spider energy. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. We're almost done, but I'm kind of picking on people's brains, not with a fork and knife. So yeah, I have those two Nagini cards, and I kind of like this one better because it looks more, special. I really like my nails. I'm sorry. I'm so pleased with myself. But I don't know because I don't want just like, oh, Chris is here, snake energy. I don't want I could go with the transformation, but I have transformation with folks. That's more obvious. And I don't want I don't know, I don't want wishes or anything like that with the snake. Nagini is special though, so we need context. What do I have something else like, yeah, okay. So yeah, I don't know what to do with the snake. Well, and see, this is why I was so excited for that magical meditation deck, because I thought that it's gonna be like, oh look, the sorting has its identity, and can you see the rainbow? And it's not exactly rainbowish. Uh, it has some golden undertone, but I'm like, oh yeah, we have rainbow, and I'm using this as identity. Hi, Micah. Sorry, I couldn't reply. It's okay. I mean, I'm not sure, you need to rewatch it because we were just chatting. Because this is a blur day. Yes, I mean, Beth has new decks, and I will need to Google that Blake. Uh, I know, right? And it's so perfect for identity because it's not just what something else is saying that, oh, this is your destiny, because with Hermione as well, and with Harry, he was able to say that, no, I want this. So I really like that combination, and I think that's the perfect card. So that's like good. But okay, that's not something new. And for the newcomers, I'm gonna post the deck on my website, and I don't link it on my YouTube, I think, and ask people to help me with the cards that I don't know. But I'm looking for a few that I don't have a clear keywords for. Where is it? Oh, did I lose it? Should have found it already. Maybe I misremembered the order. No, because look at that, how cool community card this is, because it shows, you know, everyone in the Great Hall. I think it's, it's either before the Battle of, come on now, focus, Battle of Hogwarts. I think that was what it was called. A bunch of people. It's not focusing. I think it's that moment when people were deciding to stay and, protect everything, and I think that just shows community in a really great way, because it's standing up for each other in the most dire situation, which I appreciate. And why do I not find that card? Yeah. So yeah, I have Voldemort with Hollow, which is very funny. So yeah, I had to have him, and I don't know why it's not focusing anymore. Oh yeah, I know why it's not focusing, because it's too blingy. But you can imagine, an angry bald guy without a nose. I think he's on the steps of Hogwarts, and we have Nagini here, and we have the rainbow. But I kind of don't know what keyword used with it, because I have rage, and I have Voldemort separately. So anybody has any suggestion? Voldy Hollow, right? I mean, I can't really be like, ooh, Voldemort, because it's like hollow. Ooh, second nature. Ooh, that's the video you sent me. I saw you sent me a video. I'm gonna live through other people, getting decks. And I had 83 as well. Okay, where's the 83? I completely... Oh! No, that's the other one. Oops. I can't with numbers anymore either. Isn't that wonderful? Oh yeah, because I have another cup, the cup that they used in the, I don't know the English name, the three three wizard, that was the one. The three wizard tournaments cup is the other one, which gives me Ace of Cups feeling. But this has I really like that, part of it is, it feels like it's connected to ancestry, because it's more grounded and it's ancient looking, but it's still a cup. So I kind of want to keep this, but I don't know what keyword to use with it. Okay. Oh, you have a short hair then. So yeah, if anybody, I don't know, maybe I've lost everybody and everyone's just like, oh, these cards, who cares? And I'm sorry if that's happening, but I kind of want this. I want your opinions and help, so you have to deal with me. I mean, you don't have to, just Okay, I think these are the big ones that I'm like not really sure. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know. But because we have like 2 minutes, I'm gonna pull a card from this new oracle. Oh, you guys, look who is here. Aw, couple of fire cup is one, but that cup is different. Yeah, I have the three wizards cup in that. That's the one, right? Because it's trimágus in Hungarian, and mágus is wizard. So I'm like, that probably wizard. Oh, it's okay. No. William Blake deck. I'm gonna open a tab and type it in so I don't forget. William Blake Tarot. Oh, you guys, I forgot to ask. Have you guys seen that there's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer deck is coming in October? It's from the same people who did, all the Minerva Siege. Even though this is written by someone else, but it's still inside, so it's gonna be Pipish deck, but like the supernatural and everything else. Ooh, cruelty. Oh, I like those. Thank you. Those are good. Oh, I'm gonna have those keywords for sure. I'm gonna write them down, because I keep saying that, oh, I'm gonna come back and write these down, and then I never do, because life. Cruelty. But I'm gonna give you the keywords that I have for Snape. I love that. I mean, that we get revenge. We have Snape, and I have him as... And by the way, he's number 13, which I love. One of my favorite numbers. Okay, so I have, of course, it's not a clear one, but because I always think about Snape as someone who was working really hard in all his life to right a big wrong, because obviously the mistake he made was something that cost him like dearly, and it's not focusing anymore. But you were able to see that. So I kind of have that underlying, feeling. And I have keywords like resilience, growth, and sacrifice. And I do think that this is a great card to get it tonight, because all we can do is do our best to, learn from our mistakes and do our best to do better next time. And even if, there are mistakes that we make that we can't ever just fix by redoing them, that's not an option always, especially with big mistakes that we do. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try and be a better person, and just do our best still. And I just, that's what I love about him, that he wasn't perfect. He made stupid mistakes, even though you can understand where he was coming from and how it happened. He was still dedicating his whole life to make up for that. And I think that's just a lovely message. I mean, at least I really, really like that. Oh, thank you so much, Colleen. Thank you. Yeah, I will post the link for it in the community tab as soon as I manage to, make all the all the pictures. And this is, for example, false. I didn't want to go with fake news, but false narrative. But I don't even know what I picked for it. Angry Snake Man. Yeah. Okay, just checking everything. Redemption. Redemption. That's a good word. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Sometimes, obvious words are escaping me. Read. And at first, I was thinking about, writing these words on the cards, but I'm like, I'm gonna know them, so I don't need that. And I will have my note. Thank you so much. Thank you, Beth, for being here. And yeah, I really love these, more casuals or casual chats, because I like getting to know you guys. That's why I have my lollipops and paper clips as well, because yes, tarot is a big part of why we're, connecting, but it doesn't mean we're not humans who are interested in, the Buffy decks, for example. No, I mean, not everybody has to be, especially if you were, birthing babies. I think that's obvious, and that you were busy. And one of the reasons was we were in, high school. I was getting sick when I was watching it, and I wasn't, into it at first, but two of my sisters were big fans. They were so big that they even watched it in German at first before the dubbed Hungarian version came out, even though they didn't speak, they didn't learn German. But when I was sick, I was just binge watching that. That was one of the things that I was binge watching when I was, when binge watching wasn't even a thing from, VHS. That was one of the things, Buffy, that I watched. And the other one was All the Mighty Bush, which I love. So, yeah. Okay, so thank you so much. I don't know how is the end. Meant to ask if anybody saw anything. Because I didn't have time to check Facebook today, so I'm not sure if there's news. I mean, today would be such a cool birthday date, but I don't know. Maybe the baby is already here. I don't know, but I kind of I wanna be excited for the baby. I don't know why. I just like babies, I guess. Okay. Oh, thank you. And I want you on a paper clips and lollipops as well. And I want you all, to be honest, on my channel at some point, if you're if you're okay with that, please reach out, because I'm trying to reach out to people. But if I don't ask you, it's not because I don't want you on my channel, it's because of just life. But if you're like, oh, I would like to chat, about either a specific topic regarding to tarot, and that can be a conversation, or just a general, let's get to know each other and paper clips and lollipop streams. So do let me know. But yes, I'm gonna shut up and leave you with Snape. Snape, 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 Snape. And my blinking ears. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much if you're watching the replay. I really do appreciate you, and have a lovely evening, night, day, everything that you have. And let's go and check the William Blake Tarot and, do something. You just enjoy decks. Bye.